What's up, y'all? And welcome back to the channel. Today, I'll be talking about why this update is probably the worst update we have ever had, and I'll explain why. In probably like in a 5-minute video. Video's gonna be like 5 minutes, okay? Because I don't feel like ranting this. I don't feel like ranting for 10 minutes. Now, one. This update is just re-adding past event items and past event things back into this event. Okay, so this includes Iceborne daggers, Iceborne rapier, Iceborne katana, Iceborne blades, Santa bells, and candy cane. Okay, now candy cane being added back into the game was the most stupidest thing he could have done, and I'll explain why. Candy cane right now is a 0.005% drop rate, and Phoeyu has said that he has forgot to add a couple of zeros into that drop rate, so that might be a 0.00005, something like that. Okay, so not only is it very difficult, very impossible to get, it's also just a player grab, if you will. Like he has stated before, since candy cane is a limited time item, it will never. He did state that it will never return. So why are we adding it back when you had previously stated it's never gonna return? Doesn't make sense, does it? And these other weapons are all battle pass weapons that people grinded because they had thought it would never return, and that's the only reason why people even grinded the battle pass is to get the weapons that they thought that they would have, that's unobtainable and is only available for a limited amount of time. Okay, if they knew that it would come back for another event, they would never grinded it that much. Okay, same for these outfits. These outfits are all literally things that have that are literally past events that are supposed to be limited time and never to be brought back again. So why are we bringing them back? Which I can tell you why is basically because he has no idea what he's doing. He's basically just rushing this update out, and we can see another example in Moji V2, where he first, when I looked at Moji V2, I was like, oh, a Moji Awakening. This has to be good, right? Then I realized it's missing 2 skills, right? And when I saw that, I was like, yeah, he definitely rushed this update and just didn't think about how this would impact the player base, how his community would react to it, and how it would affect the long-term status of this game. Okay, Moji V2 not being finished, and just this Moji V2 is basically in early access right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a tester in Jujutsu Infinite, right? So what they do is they have test sessions about maybe like a new, I don't know, like sometimes maybe a new weapon, blah blah, it's whatever. It's like a test session for different things, right? And it's not complete, right? So that's what they do. They just release it and then people test it. That is what early access is. And I think this is what Moji V2 is. It's basically just early access at this point. Moji V2 is early access because there's 2 skills missing and it's not even complete. It's like just shenanigans where they release like a new character that some of the skills aren't working and some of the skills aren't done. That is basically early access, and Moji V2 is basically early access right now. And it's just man, I just don't know how to. He just rushed this update. He just rushed this update for no exact reason, which I just don't get. You have so much time on your hands. Just take your time. No one's rushing you. No one's forcing you to release an update that's not finished. Yet we are releasing an update that's rushed. I mean, it's whatever. Again, I'm not going to try to prolong this. I'm just trying to say this is a terrible update. You really should have thought about this before you released it. On top of that, I don't know what Kuro was doing over there in this little corner, because this balance patch was terrible. Okay, Moji, for example, Days is getting removed from bus cut and replaced with knockback. That's a great change, but you still need to add the damage buff to that if you are going to do that, because that was the only good thing about Moji. And again, the reason why I hate dazing so much is because it removes the skill ceiling from actually pulling off that combo, right? If you remember from updates, I already made a video about this, but if you remember from update 2 or update 3, where Daisy was in the game, you actually had to pull off those combos, and it was all up to your M1s and your mobility, which the game now does for you, which removes the skill ceiling. And now Daisy being removed from Buzz Cut is a great change, but you still need to buff the damage because it is an ult, and the ult is very mediocre and it has no purpose of actually being in the game besides maybe in BR. Okay, this bounce patch is very underwhelming, very underwhelming. And this whole update is just underwhelming because it's the same Santa event that was in like 2 years ago or last year, I think. So, very underwhelming event here. Really, that's probably. I'm actually just disappointed, really. And yeah, thank you for watching. Probably new videos coming out soon today, tomorrow, maybe this week. And yeah, take care and peace.